Hello, everyone. How are you doing out there? It is 2021, and this is kind of my first video of 2021, and I'm so excited. There's been so many shifts and changes and things that went beyond my expectations and below my expectations. And I've really released it all and was able to trust. And one thing I wanted to share yesterday, I do a lot of Dr. Joe Dispenza's meditations, and if you are not familiar with it, it's really truly about becoming the energy that you want to be in your life. And there's this practice, you kind of have to do a lot of practice to get there, for me anyways, and it's about like just dissolving into the void and being in that space of infinite possibilities. And sometimes I get in there and I just get lost, and it's beautiful and wonderful. But the idea is to be so uber present and intentional in that space. So I was in this space and it was just so full and rich. And I was pulling in all the people all over the universe that are looking for what I am creating and the gifts that I provide for people with their money that can't find me. And I was just imagining pulling all of their energy towards me so that they could find me, right? Because sometimes if you don't put your red light out, then they can't find you. And I opened my eyes and I opened my laptop, and there were 4 new insight calls or discovery calls in my inbox. And I was just like, it was just so exciting. It was like proof. And one of the things that I've been asking for 2021 is to be surprised, to be in awe, to be amazed, and just kind of to see the magic actually happening and showing up. And it did. And I was like, okay, so I can't forget this. I can't pretend it's not there, and I need to celebrate and honor it and embrace it. And so I did. And it's just been a really ongoing, some people are sharing with me some of the changes that are happening in their world that are affecting different things that are going on in my world. And it's just like, whoa, okay, these changes don't have to be a bad thing. They could open up into something new and infinite possibilities that want to show up. And, I'm in this excited energy. And so I was just on this one of these calls with someone today, and they were describing some of the worry and anxiety that someone in their family was experiencing about money, and they didn't have any reason to. They had more than enough money, but they just went into panic and upset because things were changing, and their inner world was not feeling very safe. And so the first thing that would come up is money. Like, oh my God, I don't have enough money, and there's this not a foundation and not a safe feeling with money. And I'm wondering how often when things change and they're unfamiliar and we get the carpet pulled out from under us, do we go into anxiety? And is money a part of that, even if it's not part of the equation that you think could be affected by it? So I just thought it was really interesting. So one of the things that I always say to my clients is that, the way that we are with money doesn't always make logical sense, but it makes absolute emotional sense. And when we can understand the emotion that's being generated around our reaction with money and start to peer into it and uncover it and heal it, then we're no longer the effect of it. And that doesn't always mean that we're super logical with money after either. I think money is one of the most emotional energies on the planet, and it can do some powerful transformational things to people, and it can do some pretty horrible things too. Those are my thoughts on money. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Have you had some stressful moments around money over this holiday season? And how do they show up for you? What behaviors show up for you? And have you ever looked at them? Have you peered into it? And if you have, what did you discover? And if you haven't, let me know. I would love to hear your first expose on how you are inside with the outside world of money. Have a great night.